Hadn't done a video in a while. Figured I'd do one. Phone's on the windshield, hands-free mount. Not distracted driving.
K.A. Band.
Cut that off. Hands are on the wheel. My thoughts and opinions are mine and mine only. Don't necessarily represent anybody I work with, work for, related to, all that good stuff. Same stuff I say in every video. Which today's not really a rant. It's more of a friend of mine shared something on Facebook last night. And it brought back a lot of memories. Some that I had even forgot about. I graduated high school in 2011. It's 2020, it's almost 10 years ago. But it's funny how things that you experienced back then you don't never really think about until the clouds look dark. Until somebody brings it up later. But where I went to high school, our principal, we all called him Daddy Adair. Because for the 4 years you was there, that was your daddy. And he let you know he was your daddy. I don't think I have ever met a more selfless man, a more caring man than Mr. Adair. I didn't have a whole lot of run-ins with him because I did my best to stay out of trouble. But he'd come over to intercom every single morning. I heard the same speech every single day for the entire 4 years I went there. You treat everybody with dignity and respect, no matter how they treat you. And he didn't allow no bullies in his school because he was the only bully. And he would go on to say that he didn't care if you didn't like it, if your mom and daddy didn't like it, if Roy Rogers, Gene Autry, and the Lone Ranger and President Obama didn't like it, he didn't care. He was the only bully in that school. He didn't put up with no crap. I've seen that man. Now this is the principal, y'all. We had county cops for the resource officers. I mean, they carried guns and tasers and all that. And I mean, they were there to do their job and protect the school. But I seen the principal more times than not walk in the middle of a fight and break it up by himself. He didn't care. He didn't put up with it. And it's funny because my 9th grade year, going into 9th grade, my mama graduated from the same, or my mama and my 2 uncles graduated from the same high school I went to. I had never met this man before in my life, and he knew exactly who I was. Knew who my uncles was, knew who my mama was. He knew who I was before I even met this guy. And he told me, first day that I met him, he said, "You ever need anything?" He said, "I don't care what it is." He said, "You need lunch money." He said, "You need help. You need a ride to school, ride home. I don't care what it is." He said, "You let me know." He said, "I'm here to take care." He said, "While you're here, you're my family." He said, "Y'all are my kids." He said, "And I'm the daddy, and I'm going to take care of you." And that's what he did. He took care of everybody in that school. I had never seen a more caring individual than Daddy Adair. Because if you came to school, didn't have lunch money to eat, or forgot your lunch, didn't bring a lunch, whatever, he made sure that you was going to eat. He would either pay for it out of his own pocket, or he would go in there and talk the lunch ladies into just giving you some food. He done that for me one time. because I didn't bring a lunch, didn't have the money. So I sat down, was going to take me a nap. Nope. He walked over and he said, son, you ain't going to eat? I said, no, sir. I said, I think I'm just going to lay my head down for a little bit. I said, I don't have any money. I forgot to bring my lunch. He said, okay. He walked away. He come back a few minutes later, had a chicken sandwich and a plate full of fries and a glass of sweet tea. A styrofoam cup of sweet tea. He set it down there in front of me and he goes, you gonna eat? He said, whether you like it or not. Yes, sir. And I ate. He sat right there beside me and talked. We sat there and talked the whole lunchtime. He said, you ever need anything? He said, I mean it when I say this. He said, y'all ever need anything? He said, please let me know. He said, I don't want to hear about my kids going without eating. Anyway, she shared some stuff that she had wrote down through high school, wrote down his speech, and I read it, and y'all, it took me back in time. I miss that man. He was the most patriotic person I'd ever met. And come Veterans Day, well, really any assembly that we had to go to, you stood for the anthem, you stood for the pledge, and you took that hat off. And if you didn't, he would come and take your hat off your head and make you stand up. And he would hold up the entire thing. He didn't care. They wouldn't start the assembly until everybody in that gym was standing. And everybody did it because nobody wanted to get singled out, because that was embarrassing. And he made a point to be embarrassing about it. But about the only assemblies I ever went to was the Veterans Day assemblies and the Christmas assemblies, because I hated going to pep rallies. I went to one my 9th grade year, skipped the rest of them until I graduated. And I remember graduation, week of graduation. Sorry for the long video. The week before graduation, we had graduation practice. And he told us, standing there, he's like, now, he said, y'all got a week to go till graduation. He said, don't go out and do nothing stupid and get hurt or get killed to where you can't be here on next Saturday for graduation. 15 or 20 minutes later, me and a couple of friends of mine out messing around in the parking lot. And the girlfriend that I had at the time was in my truck, and I was standing on the running board. She was going out across the parking lot way too fast. It hit a speed bump. The car went yonder way and I went yonder way, and I hit the asphalt and slid. I had road rash and all this other kind of stuff, and they had my arm bandaged up and everything else. I still got a scar. The day of graduation, walked across the stage and he handed me my diploma and went to shake my hand. I wasn't paying no attention. And he reached up and grabbed my elbow right there where I had that road rash, and he squeezed. He said, now what did I tell you? He said, I seen you on camera. He said, I seen what happened. He said, and it wasn't not even 20 minutes later after I told you not to be doing nothing stupid. Right there in front of everybody. I'm pretty sure I got it on video, him doing that. I miss that man. That was... I don't think I ever had a bad memory by him. Out of all the good times I had at Westside, it was because of him. But anyway, that's all I got.